At 1 p.m. HST, I know where I will be. Ukulele Underground Podcast for you and me. Aldrin and Aaron and Kahai. And maybe Magic Mike or a guest on the fly. Ukulele Underground Podcast. Now here's the guys.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Ukulele Underground Podcast. My name is Aldrin Guerrero. Joining me are Mr. Aaron, the voice, Nakamura. Say what's up, Aaron.
What's up?
And Mr. Kahai, the legend, Fergan. Say what's up, Kahai.
What's up?
Gentlemen, big news this past weekend. If anyone don't know yet, pretty much all we're going to be talking about in this episode is one thing. And that is definitely what happened during the 2022 Kanile showcase. So there was a huge announcement. And we have a very special guest with us today that's going to be talking about the announcement. We're going to re-announce it, I guess, real quick, just so that anybody who didn't watch it, I mean, if you were under a rock for some reason, you know, like if it's one of the biggest ukulele events of the year, right, Kai? Right? You were a tie for that event, right? you had your your suit on, you had a bow tie. Yeah. You washed your hair for the first time in months, maybe.
Oh.
Like it looked good, dude. You used tons of LA Looks gel or whatever. I didn't even think they sold that anymore. But that's
back to being just greasy old Kahai, just gross.
I noticed you also did not wash it since Saturday. Like I feel like the LA Looks gel is still on your hair, you know?
Yeah.
But
not in front of the camera.
Aaron's looking good as usual. But we're it just seems like I'm delaying it further. But ladies and gentlemen, today we have ourselves a second. Every time we have a guest that's legendary, Kahai, your legendary status, gets provoked a little bit. But we have ourselves a legend in the house today. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Kaimana Souza. Hey.
Hey, aloha guys. Thank you for having me. We've got
the Souza boys.
We've got a bottle of LA Looks in our bathroom here, actually. No joke, not even joking.
That is the preferred brand of Kanile ukulele bathroom. Where are you right now?
We are in the studio here in our Windward Mall location. So about half of our space is storefront. Anybody can come to Windward Mall and come in the storefront. The back half is offices and our recording studio here.
All right, so for those folks who don't know who you are, you want to introduce yourself so that they know who we have or what kind of legend is on their screen right now.
I get Kaimana Souza. I think I heard Aaron or Kahai say it, the oldest of the Souza brothers. Joe and Kristen Souza, the founders of Kanile, are my parents, and I am now the sales and marketing director for Kanile Ukulele. And just doing my best to spread music and build some ukuleles.
So this weekend during the showcase, you guys showcased a lot of cool new stuff. Like first off, the builder's experience. Love that. Like I didn't know you guys were releasing that this year. And I saw it. I'm like, oh snap! They already because I was just there in December. I didn't know you guys had all the cameras set up and whatnot. That's pretty cool, man. Like so, tell them about the builder's experience.
Yeah.
Just
so
real quick.
We set up 9 viewing cameras, and it's at critical workstations in the process. And as a customer ordering an instrument to be built, you can order the builder's experience package, and we'll send a schedule saying, your instrument will be at this station next week, Monday at 9 a.m. Hawaii time. You can log in live and you can view the instrument live that day.
Oh.
And then we have a schedule over 3 weeks time, and the instrument will be built at the rosette station, the side bending, the body assembly, the binding, neck and body, prep, spray, buff, and final setup. So I mean, the real meat and potatoes of the building process, you get to watch it live, and then once it's all done, we'll compile it. I liked what Iokepa said on Saturday. He said, the star of the movie is your ukulele. It ends up usually about 6 to 7 hours of viewing, and we'll deliver that on a nice flash drive with the instrument. So then you have that footage forever to live with the instrument. If you pass it on, that footage goes with it. If you sell it, that footage also goes with it, and it just makes more valuable for the instrument. And so it also guarantees a 3-week build time for that instrument, which is unheard of.
Wow.
Typically, we're waiting,
Yeah.
we're like 8 to 12 weeks just in the normal process right now.
So the builder's experience also includes like a fast tracking of, of your instrument then. Oh, right on, man. Like that alone is worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want that instrument, you want it in your hands, you're excited, you're like, you picked out all the features, you're like, I want this wood and this inlay, and you get it in 3 weeks, that's crazy. Like just that alone is like, I feel like is worth, adding a little bit more. Like, hey, if you can just expedite this so that I can have it ready for the show or for this whatever that, that I'm doing. Say I'm an artist and I'm gonna do a tour. It's like I want that uke, like it tours in a couple months. I want that uke in 3 weeks. Get to know it, then I'll take it out on tour with me. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is like a first in the ukulele world too, right?
Like similar idea. No.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, companies have been trying to do something like that for a while. Like I know Maya Moe would give you updates and pictures on
where it is.
We're at this stage on your custom build. But this is like a different level.
Yeah, that's the next
of
level.
that.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that like I had a similar idea with like a musubi truck where like outside there's like a screen that you can watch them make your musubis.
Yeah,
like,
in
okay,
process.
cool. He's putting the spam on right now.
Almost
Like I watched him wash his hands. Like this is a spam truck that I can get behind or whatever. But you guys also introduced the 2022 Platinum, which is crazy. You guys got all sorts of like rare minerals and whatever. You guys got like dragon skin on there, or like
unicorn horn,
moon rocks, whatever else that you put in there, man. It's crazy.
Well, we got to keep the moon rocks on the down, though. I'm pretty sure that's regulated.
No. Don't you guys have NASA permission? I saw that. It was on the wall when I visited Kanile last a couple months back. Yeah.
Well, that's top secret
approval.
too.
Okay, sorry. Well, you heard it here first, folks. No.
Shucks, I gotta make some calls or something.
There's a van outside the store right now. No, that's really cool, man. It's you guys really stepped it up with the inlay. It looks beautiful. Like the waterfall going down. It's crazy, and it's. I don't know. I don't even know half those minerals that you guys use there, but it looks beautiful. I'm just like, I'm guessing it's rare. I've never heard of it. It's not like a lava rock or whatever, Yeah.
It has jade and turquoise. The chironite, jade and turquoise I knew of, but then the chironite, the mammoth stone, the agate. I think those were the 3 others outside of like green maple and white mother of pearl that were new. That I had never heard of, and they're beautiful. The mammoth stone is my favorite, particularly just the way it looks. That's the rocks on the bottom, and then part of the mountains on the top. So if you get a chance to go check it out on our website, or even on our social media, we posted a little graphic that tells you all what part is what material. The mammoth stone is my personal favorite. But yeah, the waterfall, for those who have visited Kaneohe, our hometown, the mountains here are just, spectacular. And we're so fortunate to live here. And on the rainy days, although it's not sunny, we do get the beautiful waterfalls that each little valley or crevice in the mountain has its own waterfall. And the depiction was to just kind of showcase that here in our hometown. And represent the water cycle. And so it was a lot of fun to shoot that video. I wasn't so much personally involved with the building of the instrument, but I was fully in charge of the showcase and that 60-second clip that just came out spectacular. I'm super excited about that. If folks haven't seen that yet, it's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and Shibi did that.
Shibi Styley.
He's amazing. Like I've seen him do like some work for Honoka Nazita, like back when they were still. I think he does stuff for Honoka as well right now, and I know like Jody does a lot of stuff with him, and his work is spectacular. And that video that he put together for the showcase, stunning. It's just he's got some nice cameras. We're like, dang.
Yeah. I got to hold it.
Cameras is that?
It's a Komodo, a red Komodo.
Yeah,
Are you
mean,
talking about stones again? Magnet stone, Komodo? I was like, wait a minute. Are you talking about inlays, or are you talking about like the Megazord being formed? Jade and mammoth?
Oh man, when we were filming, I got to hold it. I didn't get to shoot with it, but he's like, "Oh, hold this.
Yeah.
It's heavy," and I was like, "Okay, I got it." And then, but while we were filming, because as maybe not many know, but next year's our 25th anniversary, and obviously we have to do something big for that. We're already working on it, and so during our shoot and our edit of that video, putting all this together, there was kind of like an inside joke of, dang, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot for the 25th anniversary. Like how are we gonna top this?
Yeah, Kanile party in the moon, man. That's the only way to do it. Everybody just jump on the space shuttle and we'll do it.
Yeah, like the old school NAM parties, but on the moon.
Yeah, on the moon. That's how you do it. That's 25th anniversary style, man. And Shibi's gonna launch his drone from Earth all the way to the moon so he can get some sick shots.
Gotta call up my friend Elon, or use our connection at NASA that we apparently have.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I'm like, I guess that's when the moon rocks come in. But so there was one other thing that happened at the showcase. So you wanna get started with this?
No, I've already said it once. It's your turn.
That's true. So. We would like to formally announce, we did it already on Saturday, but here on Ukulele Underground, we haven't announced it here yet, but we'd like to formally announce that Ukulele Underground has been acquired by Kanile Ukulele. Yeah, so Kaimana, tell us a little bit about the merch, and we'll talk about it in the
Well, there's like an asterisk there. Can you kind of clarify,
can you explain?
please?
Yeah.
So, as with most business mergers and acquisitions, it doesn't mean that Kanile has full control over Ukulele Underground. We are lending support, lending resources, and sharing together, using our knowledge to support Aldrine, Aaron, and Kahai, and with what happens at Ukulele Underground. Aldrine, Aaron, and Kahai still have full creative control, educational control. Website, everything. They have control of everything. We just are here as another pillar in the ukulele and music industry to lend resources, lend support, lend advice, and just really work together instead of coming in to dictate. That's not who we are. We're a family. We're Ohana. We've that's and we don't plan on stepping on any toes, changing anything. And it's officially actually been in effect since August 16th of 2020. So although it's fresh news for most people, you've seen for the past 5 months an Ukulele Underground that has already been merged with Kanile Ukulele. So
2021. Just
2021.
Sorry.
Well,
yeah.
Because we've actually been in talks since October of 2019, which is partially why I got my date wrong there. That it's been like 2 years, 3 years in the making already, and so just a big process and super exciting for us all.
Yeah. So I just want to give everyone like a timeline of some of the events that happened. Like Kaimana said, it's been about 2-3 years in the making. But prior to that, even like some of the reasons that we came to the conclusion of even like putting it up for acquisition is I've already kind of put stuff on our Facebook group because people kind of demanded some answers there, at one point. But now I'm ready to kind of speak about it at length. And the Ukulele on the Ground was started by the three of us, which is myself, Aaron Nakamura, and Ryan Isaki. And I'm in charge of all the contents, of all the educational stuff that's on here. Aaron is in charge of the videos and producing these videos and making sure they look great and they're polished and stuff. And Kahai is a part of that as well. Works with Aaron. And Ryan is basically in charge of the business side, of the websites, and basically anything else, like we all kind of like watch out for each other, and that's how we've always worked for like the past 10, 11, 12 years, however long we've done Ukulele Underground. But Ryan, wants to kind of move on and do other things. Like he doesn't want to just be answering questions or like, oh, I can't log into my account or whatever. So then like Ryan will just come in and he's a creative dude. Like for as long as I've known him, and I've known him since 2000, like February 2000. We've been playing music together, and I know he's like a very creative dude. He's super into like the internet and anything that's like I don't know, just anything that he can get his hands on, like music, technology, whatever. He has a degree in technology, so he wanted to kind of use that. And then he started making ramen, like of all things, and he was widely. I mean, before that, he was into like learning how to speak Japanese, and just he wanted to immerse himself in Japanese culture. Then he got to know like a bunch of people through that, and he started making ramen by watching like Japanese videos, and he just found a new passion that he didn't realize that he had, or maybe he did, but he didn't have an opportunity to do it. So I'm not about to like stop him from like doing what he wants to do, or achieving his goals and dreams and stuff. And trust me, we tried to keep Ryan on Ukulele Underground, and even Kaimana will tell you like, you want to like stay, just have like a like have a smaller role in UU if you want to. He's like, no, if you just he wants to go do this, and that's the kind of person he is. He wants to do it with with all with 100%. He doesn't want to like do that and give Ukulele Underground 20% of his time. That wouldn't be fair for for him or for us. So with that, we basically lost our business strategist, and like we didn't know what to do. All our growth was because of Ryan's ideas and kind of telling us which direction to go. And we're just like, we don't know where we're going to steer the ship. We don't know where what we're going to do with it. And we were super lost. And then, we came to the conclusion of like, why don't we offer it to someone else, and maybe we can do that. We can continue doing Ukulele Underground that way, through someone else. And we went through like a list of people that we wanted to, or potential, people that could acquire Ukulele Underground. But really, there was
a short list.
A short list. It's only like one name, and which made sense. Like we had, like maybe 2 or 3 backs just in case the one that we really wanted, it didn't work out. We're just like, I don't know, with all the with all that Ukulele Underground is doing, and all the things that we've done in the past, this is the one that makes the most sense. Ukulele Underground has already featured Kanile ukuleles like in almost all our videos, for the past like 10 years. And we've been pretty transparent about my relationship in the Kanile family, like in the Souza family. I've been more than transparent about that. I have like Instagram, Facebook posts about all the things that that I do with you guys and stuff. So really, there's only one choice. Like it was to have Kanile acquire Ukulele Underground, and we couldn't be any happier. So we've been in talks since, like you said, in late 2019, and then the pandemic hit, of course, which slowed down the talks a little bit. And then we just kept at it and trying to figure out what makes sense for both companies. And then in 2021 of August, that's when we were officially acquired, and we've been working together, the three of us, me, Aaron, and Kahai, and Kaimana, and off camera Iokepa. Like we've been working together, the 5 of us as a 5-person team. We've implemented some changes, which, for example, like the store, we've put the store up. The store has been awesome. We have a place where we can finally sell ukuleles, which just made sense, and we can sell lessons and whatnot. That's been a really cool thing that we've done, and we have some some other cool stuff planned in the months and years ahead that I'm super stoked about. But like you said, as far as like creative control, if anyone has been watching Ukulele Underground these past 4 or 5 months, like tell me if you saw anything different other than other than the store. I mean, we've had full creative control of everything that that we do here at UU, and the Kaimana and Iokepa and the whole Kanile family are just there, like they said, to support us in what they do, because they really believe in our mission statement to grow the next generation of ukulele players. Like that's definitely a main thing. And I'm gonna pass it over to Kaimana, because like our values that you mentioned pretty much like coincides. Like what our goal is for Ukulele Underground, is part of the goal of Kanile Ukulele. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so our mission here at Kanile is to innovate the ukulele experience to inspire joy in every ohana. And I said it on the live stream, and the key words there is the ukulele experience. For us, it's about more than just the instrument now, and we're still fully dedicated to innovating the ukulele itself. That's Joe and Kahiao's job. With our team of luthiers there, day in, day out, those guys are in there working on processes, working on, new materials and those types of things. But to us, just the instrument, the world is bigger than just the instrument. We want to educate, we're always so involved with the ukulele community. I think it's 13 years now we've been putting on free monthly lessons here at Windward Mall. Well, it wasn't always here in the mall, but for the past 7 years, it's been here in the mall. Free monthly lessons for the community. Anybody can come out with an ukulele, and we offer a lesson. Aldrine hasn't done one live, just virtual, right?
I did,
Oh.
but a while back.
Yeah.
I think, your first couple years. That was a long time ago.
yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
expect you to remember, a long time ago.
Yeah, so those types of things, educating. We've had Cynthia Lynn, Craig and Sarah, tons of people have done it. 13 years worth of people have done that. We also put on a scholarship here at Windward Community College, the Kanile Ukulele Hawaiian Music Scholarship, Kanile Ukulele Hawaiian Music Scholarship, because the community college here has a degree program that you can get your degree in Hawaiian music. And so we've chosen to provide a scholarship for three students per semester are given a scholarship who are in the upper class level in that degree program. So I think that's been on for 3 or 4 years now. The education side of what we do has always been there. And when we started these talks, it like we've been saying, it just made sense. It's important to us for the education side of things, and so that's really what we want to do. We want to innovate the ukulele experience, and we want to be able to do that with Ukulele Underground in the education and the information side of things.
So it's just another way for you guys to reach out to people, as far as teaching, as far as education and stuff. So it's not really where okay, so we're gonna. It's not like you guys do the not sponsor, but the scholarship program and tell that college of you have to teach this course or whatever. You're just no, just we like to support this. These 3 students and go do that. And the same thing with Ukulele Underground. You guys support us and believe in what we do and the people that we've been teaching and it's been amazing actually. It's kind of cool, this new energy of the 3 of us and you and Iokepa together. It's been super fun actually. For me, Ukulele Underground has always just been me, Aaron, and Ryan. And then when Kahai came in, it was that dynamic was even better. Now we have a 5-person dynamic. It really it's kind of cool. It's a really lively connection between the 5 of us doing Ukulele Underground now. But Aaron made a very good kind of not visual but explanation of what what it's like to to kind of have the Kanile ukulele and Ukulele Underground acquisition. Your what you put in the post.
Oh, like my analogy.
Yeah,
to,
your analogy. There
yeah, so it's sort of, it's not that really that Kanile owns Ukulele Underground, because we're both owned by the umbrella parent company, right? Is that fair to say? I don't know if you would categorize it that way. Yeah. So I was thinking it's very similar to how Pixar and Pixar is owned by Disney, the parent umbrella company Disney.
Yes.
And then the Marvel Universe is also another company under that umbrella, and so Pixar doesn't really tell Marvel Universe what to do or how to run their
I was just
projects.
gonna say Mickey's not a Marvel character, and he's not having his own movie with Spider-Man or whatever.
Although they could probably make that happen if they really wanted to do do that. But it's just people come. they come to expect a certain thing from Marvel Universe, and so they have to uphold those values and those characteristics.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Pixar. So it's sort of like that, where Kanile is still doing everything that it does. And Ukulele Underground is
just one of
just
their,
trying to not trying to step on anybody's toes or tell them what to do. But then the collaborations that can happen between our two companies are
to the moon, man. Like, there's so
Lots
much
of cool
possibilities.
cool
so like
things.
that's what we're super excited about. And we're already implementing little things here and there, but of course, like the first year of this acquisition and merger is going to be, a little bit of just like figuring out what we can do and stuff that in ways that like we're kind of it's orientation for Kaimana and Kepa of like what Ukulele Underground and its inner workings are like and what it is exactly that we do. So like but once we kind of get all our bearings, like I think it's going to be like a freight train, man. It's going to be. I'm super excited, with some of the ideas that we have. So we want to promote transparency here. I talked about about Ryan leaving, and I've been transparent with everyone when people ask me. I mean, other than like flat out telling people that like, oh yeah, like Kanile and Ukulele on the ground. Like I just told people just wait, just trust us. There's just put your trust in us.
We didn't really have anything to announce until the store.
Exactly. Until the store came. The store happened. But with anything, I always kind of put myself out, in these podcasts. You can ask me anything, sometimes professionally, sometimes like personal stuff that you've been asking. And I'm always transparent with all of you folks, with all of our audience. So we want to, extend that transparency to this subject. So if anyone has any questions at all, because we know that you guys are not just Ukulele on the Ground members, but you guys are part of this Ukulele on the Ground family. You guys are the reason why we're still doing what we're doing. This community is what keeps us, what keeps our light on, so your voice is very, very, very important. And we always take to heart, all the things that you guys say or your opinions and stuff, because really we do this so that we can grow the next generation, we said. And that's you guys, it doesn't matter how old you are. The next generation is whoever's willing to pick up the ukulele and learn it, and that generation is going to pass it on to the next generation, is going to pass it on to the next generation. So our teachings, if it reaches even just one person, that's really what we're about. We just want to be able to teach people, and we want to be transparent and at the same time. So if anyone has any questions about this at all, now's the time to ask them. Okay. So far we've had questions prior to this. So Kahai, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, well, this kind of ties into some questions we got throughout the week.
Yes.
But P. Mori said, it seems the old UU forum was very nervous. Is that forum even on the Kanilea radar?
Who wants to answer this one?
Yeah, and I guess other people were also nervous that the old forum might go away or might change in some way or anything, now that the merger has been announced.
Yeah. Well, Aaron, because Aaron's been actually moderating the forum as of late. So you wanna take this one up?
Yeah, I did a post in the forum just announcing. I know there were a lot of threads or a lot of posts, people voicing their concerns, and part of that is because we weren't too sure. Ryan was the one that really took care of
the forum,
the moderators. Moderators in the forum, making sure that they're all happy. And a while ago, we found out that the software that it was running on probably wasn't the greatest for moderating. And then support.
But it's a decade old too.
Yeah, and support for it was going to go away, so we weren't sure what we were going to do with the forum.
Right.
And it's a great place for people to congregate and talk about ukulele, but it's not the most revenue generating part of Ukulele Underground. And so we were floating a bunch of different ideas, and we just decided to upgrade the forum to new software that will be supported, and then let it continue running. So that's has been the plan for the past couple of years.
Yeah. So I mean, even prior to the acquisition, even prior to the talks about the acquisition, actually, we were kind of what are we going to do with this? What are we going to do with this forum? Because like you said, the thing that was running it is kind of outdated, and like you said, it wasn't really the most generating part of ukulele.
So,
but we knew the importance of it, and we knew what value it was to ukulele players. So just to there's a wealth of knowledge in that forum, and it would be kind of a shame to for that to disappear. That was my home. When we started Ukulele Underground, that's how people found out about us. That's how people got to know us. And we feel the forum is a huge and very important part of Ukulele Underground. But rest assured that nothing. We're trying our best. I should say that we're trying our best to make sure that it's operational as it should. But if it's not because of the Kanile thing. It's because of just the software that we're using for.
So we did the migration to the new software before any of this merger or acquisition happened, just to make sure that was one thing that they didn't have to worry about once they acquired Ukulele Underground.
So short answer, anything happening to the forum, Aaron?
No.
No. So for all the people who
we'll do our very best to make sure that it stays alive.
Yes.
And
And if you wanna actually keep the forum alive, right, and keep it going, the only way that the forum can really make sure it's maintained and updated is if there's VIP members.
Yeah. VIP is a way to donate to the forum.
Yeah.
And then even we get a little bit from ads. There's just auto-generated Google ads in the forum. So if you click those, then that helps. But you don't have to. Yeah.
The amount of bandwidth that it uses and stuff. How many you told me about how many users are on at a time in there recently, and it's not that active anymore. But you said active users were still in the thousands.
No,
hundreds at the time. Hundreds at the time.
100 to 200.
And it's recently. So that's crazy. And I mean in its heyday, tens of thousands, even 100,000 people at the same time or whatever it was. But now there's still hundreds of people in there congregating and talking about ukulele. We know how important it is, and we understand that that's for some people that's their ukulele home on the internet. So we are not here to do anything or take down the forum or anything to the forum to change it in any way that you guys are scared of. If anything, we're making changes to the software that would help run it smoother. That's something that you guys should keep in mind. But as far as if we're gonna censor stuff, if is Kanile gonna allow us to talk about this or that?
Or bash Kanile.
You guys are your own. You guys have your own opinions. People bashed us in the past, on the forum, and we didn't go in there hey, you can't say that about us. Or whatever. Go ahead. I don't know.
Unless people are being unruly and not according to the forum rules.
Stick to the rules, man. There's one golden rule in there. It's don't be jerk. That's really the golden rule. Don't. That's the same thing for any forum, right? But I guess
I think that's the golden rule for life.
Yeah, for humanity. But I know people are concerned about that. So rest assured, we're keeping it the way it is, basically. Or if we're gonna do changes, like I said, it's to the software because it's a lot. A lot of people still post. It takes up a lot of bandwidth and stuff, and it actually cost us, to keep the forum running and just for you guys because we know how important it is. So if you guys want to help keep it running, like Aaron said, VIP is the way to go if you want to just keep using the forum. But ultimately, UU Plus is the best way that you guys can support us. Some people that are on the forum at Ukulele Underground don't even know about the main Ukulele Underground page. They go straight to forum.ukuleunderground.com. Yes, I'm being transparent about this. That's exactly what I said I was gonna do. People don't even know that part exists. So please, if you like the forum, if you care about what happens to the forum, whatever, the best way to keep that going, either VIP like we mentioned, or sign up for UU Plus. If you're there talking about ukulele, just go check out the main site and learn a song or two, or just support us in that way. Because really, that's the best way. Because you get something out of it too. It's not just I'll chip in to keep the lights on and stuff. But for the most part, we have new lessons coming out every month. We have solos. We have guest teachers. We have some.
You can take a private lesson with Aldrin.
With me. Even if you don't want to learn anything, we just sit down and talk story for 15 minutes. I don't care. That's your time, like whatever you want to do. So if you guys didn't know about that, that is the best place or best way to support it. And if you really care about the forum, like staying open, either any of those two, or just tell people about the forum, or just promote it. You don't have to spend money or whatever. Just promote it. Tell people about Ukulele Underground. Or get a shirt, whatever. Just show your colors. Like it'd be kind of cool. That's really it. That's as far as the forum goes. That's it. Bottom line, are we changing stuff? No. Okay. But I feel like I have to spend a little bit of time because people feel really, really connected to that place.
Yeah,
and I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Any changes?
Yes. Yeah.
People are
right. Okay, Kahai. Next question.
Rob asked how many platinums have been sold already, and then earlier Rob was like, "Oh, that platinum looks great. I bet it's like 10K or how much is the platinum?"
Well, just for you, Rob.
He's asking about the 2022 platinum.
2022 platinum,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So Kaimana.
The 2022 platinum is 6,495, and we are at number 15.
Wow.
Out of 50, right?
Out of 50.
So it's 35 left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and it's only February. It's like the beginning of February.
It's been 6 days since the announcement.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, get it while supplies last.
And you can pick any number. You can pick any number you want. So I think we haven't gone. Nobody's picked a number over 30 yet, I think.
37.
Oh, you can pick your number.
Which number you want out of the 50. Yeah.
On the inside label, right?
Yep.
Of 50.
Yep.
Wow. So like if the number 12 is special to you, you can request that one if it's not taken
Just
already.
like your football number or whatever.
Exactly.
Wow.
Will that change?
Kobe Bryant fans get like 24 or 8s,
Like if you pick 50, will you be like the last ukulele made though, or is it just like it's made but then we're putting 50 on the label? Right?
Yeah, we're not waiting till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
50 is gone.
That's cool.
Oh wait, so someone did choose over 30. That's right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Can you actually talk about the Platinum series? Because you guys do this every year, right? And some people were saying like, I don't know, it's a little bit too blingy for me, or it's like really flashy. Like I rather have just like a simple ukulele, like.
And they have that.
Can you just talk about like what is the purpose of you guys even doing a Platinum series?
It started out and still is a platform for innovation. 2015 was the first year that it was implemented, and that's when we came up with the cutaway bevel. 2016 was the armrest. 2017, we were doing different wood combinations. 2018 was a new headstock shape, along with using color, the green poplar, and really going with that beautiful intricate inlay or rosette, I should say. 2019 was our first pineapple shaped instrument. We did a pineapple tenor, which in and of itself is pretty rare. And then 2020, we did the D-shaped sound hole, new interesting things for us here in Kanile. And we started to implement inlays. And then 2021, we introduced the true relief. And now 2022, doing the true relief, kind of mending 2020 with the off-centered sound hole, the true relief from 2021 into a super tenor body, but adding the inlays now, because custom work is our bread and butter. Most people actually don't get to see our custom work because, we're building them to order. We're not going out and showing off so-and-so's instrument that they designed, but we build probably in a year, about 30% of what we build is actually a custom build, specifically designed for somebody by somebody. And we're doing these types of inlays that we are now introduced on the Platinum all year long. Every week we're doing 3 or 4 inlays like that. And 2022 was the first time now that we're introducing that into kind of like a mass marketed model I know that, I mean, it's not mass, it's only 50. And I know that we've put out some before, like Signature Series. We did the Nene, the Iivi Honikoa, the Maina Kupuna Mai. Some instruments we have marketed because we felt like it. But for the most part, we're doing these intricate inlays. It's a weekly thing, you know. There's a beautiful one that just finished today. I'm like floored with how good it came out. And again, we're not going to market it. It's because it's somebody's instrument, you know. And so this is the first time really that the 2022 is showcasing on a level that we can do with these inlays and our collaborations with Craig Lavin, who is, I mean, he's an incredible inlay artist, and his dedication to reality is awesome. Because if you want a pink whale or like a pink tiger, he ain't gonna do it. You know, he's dedicated to reality, and he will only do it if it is real. You know, pink tigers,
blue whales only.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So that's kind of the Platinum series in a nutshell, and why the 2022 is the way that it is this year. And it is in preparation for 2023, our 25th
Yeah, you guys
anniversary.
keep pushing it. You know, like it's just like one-upping and really like pushing. And that's, I mean, I've in the spirit of transparency, and I think I've talked about this on the podcast, like one of the main reasons why I signed up like to be a Kanile artist is because of your innovation. Like I like, tradition and like the, traditional building and stuff, but as far as, I've never really talked to anyone at that point where I signed up with you guys. I've never talked to anyone who was more passionate about like innovation and ukulele building and like new things to try and stuff than your dad. Like Uncle Joe is really like, is like a mad genius as far as like,
he's willing to try at least, right? Yeah. Even if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, even if it doesn't work out. I think my first custom like ukulele, I was, you guys do curve lining, like on the inside. Yep. And I'm like, why don't we just do like just like a regular lining instead of like the curve and stuff, so it's less whatever. And he's just like, yeah, we'll go for it. And I'm like,
try it out.
Like try it out. Like, oh, I like slotted headstocks. You guys do slotted headstocks? Like, nope, but we'll build one right now. I was like, it's amazing. It's crazy. Yeah. So he's always kind of open for ideas, and I love that. And I've approached, like a bunch of other ukulele makers in the past, and they're just kind of like, well, we build it like this. So this is kind of like, this is what we're going to do with it. So I'm, I can make a testament for you guys' your custom work, because you guys really listen to the to either the artist or the customer like that wants one, and you guys are dedicated to building the perfect ukulele of that person, which is really cool, man.
Yeah, check out your beauty right there,
dude. This is the perfect ukulele. Honestly, I love this uke. It feels so good. So you were talking about the the armrest and stuff. The what's the official name for this? True Relief. Yeah. This. Anyone who's ever played this ukulele, it's always this. It's like, what is this happening to my arm right now? Why is it so comfortable? I'm like, yep, trade secrets, sir. But it's great, and I've always wanted like a spruce top ukulele with Brazilian rosewood back and sides. It's just that kind of traditional sound that I've always wanted, and I've played a bunch of other ukuleles that are similar like it, and I love that tone, and and Kanile made it happen. So it's one of those things that they listen to the artists, they listen to the customers, they listen to whoever wants to, I mean, I guess if you really want it, if you can afford it, well, you guys can put moon rocks on, like apparently. No, by the way, that's just a joke, just in case people are gonna ask it for moon rocks. I'm kidding. Okay.
Wink. No.
Yeah, but so that's that. If you wanna if you guys want to order platinums, definitely check out, the 2022 platinum on the Kanile website right now.
Yeah, give us a call.
Next question, Kahai.
Yeah, Jim sent in this question earlier, and so he said, I see that Kanile have switched to Worth Clear from the Aquila. So the question will be asked, where does this leave the AGXAQ mint green strings?
It's like all the Aldrin Guerrero models, I think, like either has like regular ukuleles or the green. I think if they ask for it, because I know Antonina has asked me for some sets to put on Aldrin models that are going out. I think that's been done before, so I think you can ask for for those set of strings. But I know you guys have moved to like Worth Clears and stuff, which is good bright strings. Like I've tried them before, but. As far as the AGAQ strings, I think those are just add-ons. So I can answer that question.
Can you tell us why you
Switched over to Worth Clears?
Yeah, chose to switch to Worths?
Yeah, and I think it comes down to where the community is headed in terms of like playing style and stuff, and to also to Kahiao and Joe's, vision for the future in terms of the clarity of note that they're interested in. I know that was the biggest reason for the switch is the clarity in the note that these strings offer, the ease of playability. We did go with, as standard, the little bit softer tension, just for the ease of playability. It makes it really nice and buttery to play. It also helps us dial in our setup a little better by utilizing these strings. So it's a combination of building, feel, sound that led us there. I think I was talking to Joe. I think we had been using Aquila since like 2001, 2002, something like that. So like 20 years, 20 years, and then now we're making that jump. We had been experimenting, since 2021. The 2021 Platinum came with Worth Clears on it, and now it gave us a platform to put it out there and get some feedback. And now, we offer it to the full line. 4-string, 5-string, 6-string, and 8-string will come with Worth Clears in combination with our GHS wound. So all of our wound strings are made by GHS. All of the clear strings are made by Worth. Even our nylon, the black nylon that's on the baritone and the GL6, the guitar lele, those are made by GHS as well.
GHS.
Exclusive string sets, yeah.
Yeah, GHS makes like the best black strings that that I've seen. Like it's really like got that old school like 90s like Kyle Critter Boys and Troy Fernandez kind of tone. I like it. It. It's nice and warm, So do you guys still do like the aluminum wound sets and stuff?
Aluminum, no, it's all phosphor bronze.
Oh, I see.
Silver core.
Yeah, that's actually good.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like those aluminum wounds. That's like the aluminum wound C's before. They were just like the aluminum would like wear off, and the threads you could see inside. And it's like I guess it's time for me to change my strings. But like I was in high school at the time, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess I have to drive to Kapaa in my non-existent car to like to get a set of strings, But I think phosphor bronze is is a lot better. So like low G, right?
Yeah, low G. And low A.
GL6 and
stuff.
The GL6,
cool. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. Kai, any other questions? Let's any other like merger and acquisition questions? Because I don't want to come out of here and be like, didn't answer this question. They must be ducking me or whatever. Like no. Answer everything.
Yeah, we have more questions from our UU Plus chat, but I guess we can check with Aaron, see if you have any questions.
Yeah. Any notable questions?
Not really. There was just this one just came in was our GOTOH Stealth Tuners discontinued?
They were going to actually. I'm not sure how that news actually got out because I don't think that was ever made public. So GOTOH Stealths were going to be discontinued, but with our campaigning, I guess, and with the help from Hosco, our Japanese distributor, who's also GOTOH's exporting distributor, we kind of put a campaign together to make sure that they live on, and we got the green light, and they will live on. So no, they're not being discontinued anymore.
Okay, next.
Jim has a good question for you, Kaimana.
Is this Jim Bills?
Jim Bills? Yep. Us.
Australia. He said, here's a genuine question. I know that Kaimana plays and sings. Will he do a guest spot?
Do a what?
guest spot, and he said we missed him at the open mic.
Well, I guess we can set the record straight. I do not play or sing.
I've seen you play. I've seen you play.
Okay, I
like
can't
this.
sing. Definitely not. You do not want to hear me sing.
You've traveled and played music. You're like a traveling professional musician.
But I don't sing.
But you don't sing. Yeah.
If you see the pictures, there's never a mic in front of me.
Yeah, that's definitely something we have to do, because like even when you guys came to Kauai for like a little trip, and we were going around, and your parents just started singing in the car, and I started laughing because I'm like, man, Joe and Kristen are so good. Like we should have them sing for like a lesson or something.
In my car, I had Kaimana and Iokepa. There was no singing at all in that car.
Exactly.
Rest
Exactly.
assure you, Kai, that was exclusively Joe and Kristen.
I think they started singing Coquet, and I was like, oh my god, this is so
They are
good.
when in Rome, doing the Roman. So when you're
exactly.
on Kauai, you got to sing Coquet, man.
Yeah, but we gotta have you guys. We gotta have your family on for.
Yeah,
like,
that'll be fun.
something.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So, maybe we'll have Joe. I've always liked your parents' rendition of what is that one? And then Kirsten dances and stuff.
Puahone.
And then Joe will sing Puahone. And we've done Puahone
like
as a
that
UE
one.
plus solo, but I kind of want to get Joe like to do it as a month lesson and have Auntie Kristen do the dance and just feature it in Ukulele on the Ground, because we can do that now. Not like we couldn't do it before, but like now it just makes sense to do that.
More sensitive.
That's one of my favorite
So-
songs to play, so I'm down.
I love that song.
We'll do that one, Jim.
Yes. You gonna play bass for that?
Sure.
You're gonna have the whole family, the whole setup, like the Portugal setup.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody's like wearing matching shirts and stuff. It was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, for those who don't know, the Souza family went back and visited their roots in Portugal and performed and stuff over there, right?
Yeah.
You guys spread the word of ukulele.
Yeah, because the roots of ukulele is from Portugal.
Yes.
I don't know if a lot of people know
Yeah,
that, but
so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you being Portuguese, I'm sure that's you're trying to find your find your inner self over there. What's that like?
Yep.
both.
I think it was certainly more emotional for my dad. His grandma migrated from Madeira Island, where we went in 1903. So my great grandma, and so I didn't get to know her very well, but my dad, of course, it's his grandma, so it was a lot more emotional for him. But still, I love traveling. I have a world map tattooed on my forearm here.
Crazy.
It's really special to me to experience those cultures, and get a feeling for how it is to live in somebody else's shoe. And so, it was very special to just hear their music and see how similar it is to Hawaiian, modern day Hawaiian culture now. The May Day. We were there in May. They have a May Day. Well, they have a May month. They party every single day.
I think we have a May month here.
Yeah,
also, right?
yeah. I mean, they party every single day in May and celebrate it with flowers.
That's cool.
So a lot of similar things, and the instruments, the breguinha and the mashit, super cool to see them play. It's really I can't even play a soprano. I don't know how they play those things.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of traveling and stuff, you and we've traveled the world together. That's kind of cool. I should maybe get a matching world map tattoo.
You should.
Yeah. We've traveled. We've been to we went to Europe together. We went to Australia together, all over the mainland and stuff. Went to Japan together. We we were the tallest people on the train. I was being carried by Uncle Joe, and I think that counts, a little bit. Just making sure that people don't run me over. I think that adds a little height to me, right?
Yeah.
But
it's good fun.
it's fun, man. It's good fun. It's good. So people are, I mean, me and you, our relationship was not really that, that public or whatever. But we've known each other. I've known you since you're a young kid, in high school. probably, you know, like, or maybe even before that, but we've known each other for like a really, really, really long time. I've stayed over your house countless times. I'm like, you know, I'm the unadopted son, like for the Souza family. It's kind of cool, man, and it's really, really, really special for me to be able to, you know, to work with you and your brothers and be like officially a part of this, you know, like Kanile family. So it's awesome.
We had kangaroo at Jim's house.
That's true. We did at Jim's house.
Yep.
So anything else? I don't want to miss any questions. I don't want to hear
a couple more
from people saying that, you know, like, oh, you didn't answer.
Yeah. Before we even like said like, oh, Kaimana is gonna be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Chris and Sue.
Yeah.
They asked,
that's right.
what is master grade core and what's the difference between master grade and
Sorry,
regular?
I forgot I was supposed to bring one of my core ukuleles today, but I did not because I actually I own a master grade, you know, core ukulele. But yeah, what's the difference between master grade and regular koa or regular classical? I guess, you know.
So koa has been, and we have a video on our YouTube channel that Joe actually explains this really well, but I can go into it a little bit. Koa is graded based on curl. The typical grading system is 1A through 5A. That's kind of industry standard. We've adopted basically 4 levels instead of 5, and master grade encompasses 4A and 5A. And essentially, it's the percentage of curl on the instrument. Curl, flame, quilting, some people, that's mostly for maple, but you know, that's the basis for how koa is graded. We've taken on an extra step, and we look at not only the curl, the amount of curl, but we also look at the drama in the wood. So master grade koa is the most rare because it has the most curl and the most drama in the instrument. And the reason it's so valuable is because of the rarity. We can, if we were to use a full-sized tree, you know, we only used fallen tree, so a lot of what we're working with, so a tree usually falls because the center, the core, is rotted out. So when we work with trees, you know, we're only working with the outer rim of wood because the core was rotten, and that's why it fell. And curl in a full-size tree is probably, master grade curl is maybe less than 1% of that entire tree, maybe even less than 0.5%. You know, where 90 to 95% of that tree would be what we consider select, or like 1A, where, you know, there's no curl. It just, you know, no figuring in it, no ripples, no 3D effect. That would be considered like 1A, 2A. And then we have, 1A, and then we have deluxe, which is what we would consider 2A, and then premium, which is considered 3A, and then master grade, which is 4A and 5A. And I actually probably do have some examples right here. We are in our studio. If you'd like me to grab those out.
Yeah.
Cool.
So while you're grabbing those, whatever questions that you guys may have that we didn't answer, whatever, you can definitely go to Ukulele Underground, and on the website, on the bottom right, there's a green button that you can click on and send us messages. So you can definitely send us messages that way. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was what we said about the forum actually extends to the Facebook group as well. It's like, that's not changing at all. You guys are I've now that I'm kind of talking about it, like, I've been moderating the Facebook group. I know I've talked about getting mods for a long time, but I haven't really seen the need for mods yet. I have mods picked out, but as far as like when they'll be active is when I feel like there's a need for these mods to be activated. But as of right now, I am moderating the Facebook group, and it's been okay. You know, like if you are a member of the Facebook group and you're like, no, it's not okay, it's this, just say something, like, because I'm the mod there now. I can like kind of answer whatever you guys have, if it's concerning the Facebook group and stuff. But I'm not really on there that much. I don't really do social media all too much nowadays. But rest assured, I'm keeping an eye on the Facebook group.
Yeah,
okay?
and same with the forum. Like I've been moderating the forum. We had I asked for some volunteers for moderators as well, and so kind of going through the list and trying to see.
Yeah, so for those people who have those kind of
yeah.
questions, I want to make sure I'm addressing everybody, because that's really what we're here to do. We're putting an ease to all of your concerns and stuff, and just if anything, you guys should be super stoked because there's some fun stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, so master grade.
Couple
All right.
more in the chat, but yeah, let's finish this.
Just real quick. So this would be considered select. This is a K1 tenor.
I'll pull it back just a little bit
Back.
There you go.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so it's in line with you. There it is. Perfect.
Yeah. So this would be considered select. Just a nice straight piece of koa. Yeah, that's good. Get it in the light. And then master grade. Remember we talked about the curl and the drama. So here.
Oof. Crazy.
Oh yeah,
That's
it's sort of 3D.
some fat curls.
Yep.
So it's not like even just those like those skinny curls are huge.
Right. Yeah.
Oh look, it's an Eldrine model. Awesome.
Yep.
So it. Are you actually like counting the curls per inch, or is it more subjective?
It's percentage based. It is a little subjective, but it's percentage based. 90% and more would be considered master. 60 to 90 would be premium. 30 to 60 would be considered deluxe, and 0 to 30 is select.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we just gave away a deluxe here, like I think a couple months ago, or September, I think, right? For Ukulele Underground. So if you're the lucky winner of that, like that's basically snap. I'm speechless. Look at it, how beautiful that is. Jeez.
That's some curl.
That's the master of the master. That is like. That is. You can hear like that. Dun, 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 dun.
These instruments are
Wizard
available on
master.
the UU shop.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Those are the
good.
ones.
Awesome.
These are the ones.
Those are the ones.
Yep.
Those are the ones. Yeah. Okay. You said you have a few more questions. We're kind of winding down here almost.
Yeah, just a couple more. I think.
And right before we go, last thing I want to talk about is just some stuff that they can look forward to. Like what the acquisition means and what's in store for Ukulele Underground in the future. That's kind of what I want to talk about last before we go. But I want to get through everyone's questions before that.
Yeah. So let's see. Andre asked, "Do you already have, or do you plan to have, an ukulele with It's sort of like a." I think some of these like lava and lag high vibes, they have like almost like a speaker inside with like reverb chorus.
That's
Yeah. Is that anything that's even on your radar, or do you have plans experimenting with something like that?
interesting. Yeah.
We have experimented with it actually. They can be bolted onto anything. I know the product that they sell, can be installed onto any instrument, pre-built or not. We have put a lot of time and energy into our Kanile branded pickups, with a traditional plug-in. We haven't really put any more thought into the attachments that offer reverb and those types of small speaker things.
Yeah. But are they possible? Like if somebody asked for one and stuff, I guess, right? Or would you be like, or it might, compromise the integrity of the build.
They're pretty simple to install.
Yeah.
We haven't had anybody ask, but I think like you said, we'd be more than happy to try it out if somebody really wanted it.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
I guess they can like buy that part and then ship it to you guys and say like, hey, can you install this on my ukulele or whatever? and isn't like they can do that with other things too, right? Like pickups. Like if there's a specific pickup that they want, they can be like,
Yeah.
I'll send it to you guys. And
It doesn't
you
have
guys
to be the
install it for
Kanile
me.
branded pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It doesn't have to be the Kanile branded pickup. But typically we do have the connections, although we don't use them like LR Bags or MySci. We have those connections, we have those accounts, and if it's if it's an interest for the customer, there's no need for the customer to do it for us. We take care of that.
Okay.
And I think the product, if I'm thinking of the right product that Andre is asking about, I know exactly who to call to get it if that's an interest.
Cool.
Nice.
Anything else?
Dr. Will said,
Will.
"Will there be a discount for UU Plus members?" So I'm assuming for like the store,
For the
or
store?
for any kind of.
There already is.
Yeah, I think there's already like a priced pretty well on the site.
We're not gonna say what there's a coupon code though for UU Plus members, and we're not gonna say it because then everybody's gonna get it. But check the tools and resources. I think. And then it
tab.
should be there.
If you're logged into UU Plus, check the tools and resources tab.
Okay, so
there you go.
let's talk about the future. So like some stuff that that we have in store. So on this show actually we talked about doing like some concerts and stuff. That's like something that we can expand on. I'm not exactly I don't think I can say what it is just yet, but I know like we want to be doing some concerts here in Ukulele Underground, and I know that Kanile definitely has a lot of not just great artists, but great like cultural teachers as well that that we would like to feature on Ukulele Underground. So I mean, all of this is still like our decisions of being creative. Like these are things that we've always wanted to offer, but we didn't really know who to hit up. But now that like we have Kanile, they can tell us who to go to, or which artists to consult, or who to feature and whatnot, as far as who's the authority on whatever subject that we're looking for. Say we want to showcase like some like just Hawaiian music, like and talk story about whatever that song is talking about. Like we have some people, but whoever Kanile would probably have in mind, or if they're an artist and stuff, and we can help support them, just like how Kanile supports us. We can we can help promote them and feature them on our platform, so that they can get some eyes that way. But lots of really cool stuff that we can collaborate on, and it's definitely education based. So don't think that it's just like, okay, well, they're only going to be doing this because the Kanile said so. No, it's like still Ukulele Underground's decision, but we're getting help from Kanile, and through their support we can offer lots of new and exciting things, I think, that we can do, and lots of different lessons, because I've always kind of alluded to that. Like I'm not, I don't want to walk around like just singing Hawaiian songs or like teaching Hawaiian songs and stuff when I don't really, have 100% sure of what the lyrics are, what's meaning, and who wrote it and for why, and all these reasons and stuff. Every time we do a Hawaiian song, it's always like we always do our research of like, okay, well, how do we pronounce this? How do we do that? What is the story behind this? Why are we teaching this? So that like it makes sense, like we're not just like, okay, well, this is popular now, so we'll do this, I guess, like people like this song, we'll do that. It's like it took us a long time to just even do like Aloha Oi, we're like, okay, well, what is the true meaning of this, and who can we get to really encapsulate the like the feeling of this song? And when we landed with Kaniho and Kahea, and it was a great representation of what that song's supposed to be and what it's supposed to sound like. But Kanile has some amazing like artists like that they promote, and that they're helping out, and I think through that alone, I'm super duper excited for just new content and some great cultural content on Ukulele Underground. I think we talked about apparel, so I think our shirts came in. We're going to be, for those people who've been asking for where the shirts and the hats and the hoodies and whatever, it's very, very, very soon. I think, I don't know, Kaimana, you want to talk about that a little bit? Because people are asking.
Yeah. Again, lending our resources, e-commerce, shipping, that's kind of our forte. We don't want Aldrine and Aaron to have to, unless you guys are all right, the viewers out there are all right with, shelves of merch, stacking up.
In the background.
Yeah. So, these are the types of things that we can help out with and lend resources. So we've officially closed the bandware account. We brought all of the products that were already pre-made to here, to our location here, and it will be made available soon. I'm looking at Ryan because we just got the product like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It just came here to the studio to picture it. We know we're going to get our pictures and get them on the shop and made available for the people.
Yeah, so all the bandware stuff is coming over, and like we're trying to create some some new stuff. So I actually wanna do pretty soon a maybe like a contest or some kind of design design contest to see what kind of apparel we can kind of do and stuff. And I wanna do the contest because we can we have artists that we can consult or we can get to design something. But I think if it's like someone in the community or someone who feels close to Ukulele on the Ground and or Kanile, I think would be a lot better, because we've done it in the past. We've had like designs from our members become like shirts that we sell and stuff, and some really cool collaborations came out of that, and I think I'm excited for all the cool like apparel collaborations. I'm still wearing this hat that I got like 8 years ago or whatever. I think I'm due for a new hat, and if that had like a UU X Kanile ukulele in it, UU cross KU, that'd be kind of cool. Like really. I'm excited about everything, and just the possibilities are endless. And if you guys are supporters of Ukulele on the Ground, or if you signed up for UU Plus, if we haven't already, we're sending out a survey where you guys can answer some questions that we have for you folks and what you guys want to see. Just give us some ideas, like of what you'd like to see from the site, what you'd like to see from the collaboration between Kanile and Ukulele on the Ground. But we want to do this, but we want to do this with you in mind, with the community, with our supporters and the people who have been there since day one. So we know that like we wouldn't be here without you folks. So let's do this together again, and as a community, and we'll see if we can create the best version of Ukulele on the Ground possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jim has like one more question too.
Sure.
That kind of ties in with this.
Right in before the lock, this guy.
Yeah. So he like, can we get a comment about the relationship with Islander by Kanile? Like between Islander and Ukulele Underground too. So
should be same. Like I think we're gonna offer Islander ukuleles pretty soon, right? Kaimana, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. We're looking at getting Islanders on the UU shop available. As education bundles. I think one of our chats recently as a team was what that bundle looks like, and so Islanders are on their way to the UU shop. I think they probably already should have, but I'm in charge of listing them, so I'm here on the podcast instead of listing them. So they are coming. That's something we want to do, and we want to. I think Aldrine and Aaron them had a good kind of a good background as to why having the Islanders are important, being that they are an instrument that are affordably priced, but however we put the energy into making them have good tuners. They have a good feel. They have good quality construction, and so yes, they. Ukulele players can still have a good experience without having to spend over $1,000 for a kanile. But we make sure that the materials that go into it and the energy that goes into the Islanders are good and solid. That as a player, new player or existing player, you can have a good experience. And I think you guys shared with me that you just want to have something for somebody, if they really just want to play ukulele, we can offer that. We can offer that.
Yeah, at an introductory price point, and then
Right.
I think we can bundle in some stuff like lessons and whatnot. So there's really all this, like, all this opportunity for collaboration. So that's like an islander with like some ukulele underground stuff, and they've seen collaborations between the two of us for a long time now. I think any islander that you buy comes with a 2-week free trial of UU Plus, and any Kanile ukulele that you buy gets a month of UU Plus that you can
Yep.
try out and stuff. So that's already there, and we're going to expand on that. We're definitely going to offer up like specific lessons that comes bundled with the ukulele, so you can just get started. If you're a beginner, there should be like a beginner pack, and and so on and so forth. But we're trying to come up with a nice bundle for all of you folks who want to get islanders and some primo lessons.
It's always been like kind of our default, like when people go like, oh, what's a good starter ukulele, and we're like, islander. Yeah, just go with that. That's simple and easy.
Yeah.
And like, so it just makes sense for us to be like, hey, just get it here. Like,
Yep. Looking for a place to start. That's it. And now that we have the shop, it's like instead of like, oh, you can get it from this place, and this place. It's like, this is what we this is what we recommend, and you can get this at the shop on the same site. So it's ease of use for the for the person asking us the question, or any like UU Plus member or Ukulele Underground member, or anybody really that wants to get themselves or get their hands on a nice quality uke and some lessons. Yeah.
And
So-
help support Ukulele
and help
Underground.
support Ukulele Underground. Like it's really like I'm super excited about all of this, and I've been wanting to like shout this out since like the day that we all signed the papers. Of like, man, this is crazy. Like this is finally happening, and let's make the best version of Ukulele Underground that we can possibly create. Yeah. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, how about a round of applause for Kaimana Souza, our very, very special, legendary guest. We gotta have you on more. I'm sure people, because like I wanted people to ask about like the acquisition questions, but dang, you just got bombarded by like ukulele questions. So we gotta have you back to answer like more ukulele questions, or just have you and Joe or something, because people apparently have all like, I mean, not apparently, but like people have just questions about the build process, and that's another thing that we can do too. We can like put have cameras in there and feature like the build process and stuff. We can teach that. That can still be educational. Like you guys, the possibilities are endless between this this acquisition and this partnership. We're super duper excited to bring you a brand new and exciting Ukulele Underground. So thank you, Kaimana, and thank you to Aaron and Kahai. So between all of us, thank you so much for watching. I know it's been over an hour, but we really appreciate all of you folks. And please check out ukuleleunderground.com. Sign up for UU Plus to take your ukulele playing to the next level. Take some private lessons with yours truly. Watch some premium content that's available nowhere else. And we'll see you folks next time. Have a great one. And stay tuned after the show for UU Plus live coaching. So if you already are a member, I'm going to be on there. You can ask me ukulele questions of how to play. Like, don't ask me about master grade stuff. Like we'll have Kaimana on another time. You can ask those questions. But yeah, if you guys need help with anything, if you're working on anything, that's what we do over at UU Plus. We help people get over whatever hump they're currently facing, or whatever wall they're currently facing. We're gonna break them down. Okay, so we'll see you then. Have a great one. Thank you so much, Kaimana.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone.